Hi, welcome to Juice Bar. Today we're gonna mix a midnight stinger. So a midnight stinger is a stinger version by Sam Ross, an Australian working in New York. A stinger will be made usually of cognac and creme de menthe. Actually, I never tried it, but because when I'm gonna come to you with a stinger, I'm gonna come to you with a free, at least, stinger to try a different variation. Today, we are just gonna try the midnight stinger, which features Fernet and bourbon, and I really wanna try. So let's start with 15 milliliter of rich simple syrup, a 2-to-1 simple syrup. My simple syrup is made with 1 part brown sugar from Okinawa, 1 part white sugar and 1 part water. It's thick and delicious. If you have normal simple syrup, you can up the amount to 22.5 milliliters or something like that. Then we go with 22.5 milliliters of lemon juice.
Because it's midnight, heart of a lion, and the wings of a bat. Me, I got the heart of a lion, and the wings of a bat.
Okay, that required a lot of effort, but I think it's good enough. And then we go on with equal parts Fernet Branca, which comes at 39%. It's intense, but licorice and minty amaro from Italy, which actually I really like. And we finish with 30 milliliters of bourbon. We use Maker's Mark, coming at 45% ABV. Classic and good bourbon. And then we give this a shake. Actually, before we give this a shake, let me prepare some crushed ice. Using my imported loose bag, I couldn't find a loose bag in Japan in any way. It's just not available. Maybe it's banned because the use of a loose bag leads to loud sounds. I don't know, but you cannot find a loose bag in Japan. Until now, I used the towel, but then what happens is that you make holes in the towels because they are not as strong as this canvas textile. But now, I have one. Brought straight from Italy. I think that should be fine. And now, let's shake our cocktail. Let's prepare the crushed ice in our glass. Maybe that's okay. Let's strain our cocktail on top of the crushed ice. Let's touch it slightly with a spoon to make it settle. And let's garnish it with a sprig of mint. And there you go, a midnight stinger. Let's give this bad boy a try. Cheers. This is good. It's a lot of Amaro for a cocktail. So the Amaro flavor, the herbs are intense. Serving it on crushed ice and mint and bourbon brings it toward the mint julep, which is one of my favorite cocktails. So this is really good. It's excellent. Really aromatic. I wouldn't say it's an aperitif drink. It's suggested usually after dinner, and I might agree, or just maybe middle of the afternoon also in place of mint julep while you're watching TV. That's also a good idea if it's hot outside. Or you can just enjoy it whenever you want. Something minty. It's very good. I like this. The lemon and sugar disappear. You don't really feel the lemon like in a sour. They just get absorbed by the spiciness of the bourbon and the herbal quality of the Fernet. But in a pleasant way. It's nice. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, comment down below, share with anybody you like and don't like. Shake yourself a drink, and hopefully I will see you next time. Cheers. Actually, I think now I felt a bit of the lemon sugar combination in the background. It gives it a bit of a lemonade feeling, but it's really behind. Anyway, today I would like to address the foremost appearance of a Fernet Branca in movie history, and I think it was in Indagine di un cittadino al di sopra di ogni sospetto, also known in English as Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion, which, if I remember correctly, was an Academy Award winning foreign movie in 1970. And in this movie, I don't spoil anything because it's the first scene of the movie, the main character kills a woman. And then what does he do? Does he escape? Does he try to hide his tracks? No, he has a Fernet Branca. Which I thought was quite interesting. And the movie really owes to Dostoevsky, and especially Crime and Punishment. By the way, it's really great. I loved it, especially the performance by the main actor, which is Gian Maria Volonté. He plays this fascist policeman. It's terrifying and creepy at the same time. It's also pathetic. It's really a masterful performance. And the movie, it really shows the kind of relationship between power and fascism and police. They go hand to hand sometimes. Of course, you might know Gian Maria Volonté as the bad guy in the first two Sergio Leone movie, A Fistful of Dollars and For a Few Dollars More. He is also great in those. But he's even better in the 1971 movie La classe operaia va in paradiso, always by Elio Petri, called in English The Working Class Goes to Heaven, which is a really good movie about working class factory life in those years. He portrays every character, every side of the story in a realistic way. Nobody is an angel, nobody is a devil, everybody is just this full of flaws person. Starting from the main character, played by Gian Maria Volonté and played masterfully. It's so different from his character in Investigation of a Citizen Above Suspicion. It's like the opposite. It has also an opposite accent from a different part of Italy. It's really one of the greatest actor performance I ever seen on film. Ever. Any movie. Not just Italian. Any movie ever. And this movie reminded me a bit of Wozzeck, the story which appeared in several fashions. I never saw the movie by Werner Herzog, but it was in an opera by Alban Berg. This slow descent into madness with some sexually weird overtones from a low rank person. In the Wozzeck is a military, in this case is a factory worker. Anyway, Gian Maria Volonté and Elio Petri, highly suggested combination if you like to dig into some weird old movie from the 70s.